July 4th, 2025. I think it said 6 hours sleep that I had. Definitely not what I wanted. I did have a bit of a nap in the middle of the day, so that was nice. I basically spent the entire day from morning until now kind of focused on the updates and revisions and work on the graphics engine machine setup. And there's still a lot to do. Basically, I'm converting the programming from relying on a spreadsheet online to variables input inside the computer. And this means I need to create a variable for every single box of the spreadsheet. There are 32 rows and maybe, I don't know how many columns, 50-ish, but obviously not all of those are getting used. But just in the statistical area, that would be through Q at least. So what is that? QR. What is Q? Is that like the 17th letter? Something? 16th? So I had to make variables for, so far, 32 times 15, say. Hundreds is what the answer is. Anyway, that was what I did today. I still got lots more to do, although I'm certain I'm down to less than 100 or maybe 150 remain. It's just tedious and boring, and you have to pay attention to what you're doing. It's really thought focus intensive, because you can't mess up, any given, the name of each variable has to be very precise. Why am I describing my work? Anyway, the day was boring otherwise, so I guess I thought I'd go into a little more detail there. And basically, I kind of let it wipe out my entire holiday experience. And it kind of led me, and literally that was my entire day, so it kind of led me to my deep thought. And I think the genesis of this deep thought may sound maybe negative or depressive or bad in some way, but I don't see it that way. I think this is a lot of preface to the question that was generated in my mind a little bit. And that question is, am I a bit broken? Obviously I'm working a lot. I opted to skip. I thought I might take a break today because it's a holiday, and I kind of didn't really think about this kind of work that I could be doing. Yesterday, anyway, I didn't pre-plan it. But today, when I woke up, I realized I had a lot of this being kind of an empty day, as far as like I can't really do much. Like I can't. No shipments are coming today. Not really significant work can be done today. It's, since it's a national holiday. And I just thought, I can get a lot done. So I took advantage of it and got a lot done. But the broken part, I think, would refer to my idea that it probably would have been better for my emotional health, maybe my social health, my mental health, to join Elisa and the family, go enjoy the fireworks a little bit. yeah, that probably would have been smarter to do. I think that's important. Family health, kind of put the family before myself. In a sense, in some ways, I kind of think about what I'm doing as for my family, my future family, if ever I get lucky enough to find that. So I don't know. Am I a bit broken? Maybe I am. Doesn't mean I'm not worried about trying to fix it, but I'm optimistic about life, so I'm not super concerned, I guess. I know I'm trying to make good decisions and follow them, trying to be disciplined and do the right things, failing in many ways, but being good in many ways as well. Achieving and being consistent and disciplined in many ways. I mean, I do this daily. This isn't even that hard for me. Mostly because I established the habit of journal writing over 26 years ago, 27 years ago. When did I start? 99. So 26 years ago. And I've been doing that daily. So picking up a daily habit is not super hard in this sense anyway. Some things are, of course. I can't just do anything I want, but I do have a level of self-control that's valuable to me, and helps me feel like I'm progressing and moving things forward. I do think I'm getting a little better, a wee bit better at talking to the camera here. My comfort level has never been that bad, actually. I mean, if you go back to the beginning of when I was doing this, but my fluency and my kind of delivery and still is a little slower than it probably should be in the YouTube sense, in the need to make sure that the message and the content is, watchable. Even though I have no idea who I'm making these for, I know I do have the idea that I am making these for my family, for my close friends, anybody that wants to follow my life. But there are potentially random YouTube traffic people that swing through, and I don't know who those people are. So I hope that this is somewhat palatable in the sense that I'm just a random dude to everybody else, and there's no reason anybody would really have interest in my life. I'm just a random dude. But I like to try to share my story for my family and friends. And maybe if you follow along on the journey and you don't know me in person, maybe you'll tend to think of me as a friend in the future. A slightly broken friend, just a bit broken. Not in a bad way though. I don't know. Maybe broken is good, or can be. So that's my deep thought of the day. A lot of rambling mixed in with it. What is the call to action related to it? I guess it would be take stock of the things that you struggle with in life and learn to accept the challenges, learn to accept what they are, that they're a part of you. Yet still, if you think they're bad, decide to make changes if you can, and don't just accept them for being a part of you that will never change. People can make changes. We all can change. In fact, we all do change. Part of that is the nature of life, just getting older. But you can purposefully, willfully change yourself. And it starts with taking a step to identify what needs changing. Anyway, there you go. I guess that's the call to action. I guess that was kind of unclear. Kind of, maybe. Or maybe I'm just rambling again. All right. Hopefully that was good. Take it easy, y'all. Until next time.